Hey guys, welcome to another video. I am Mike, and today we are going to be talking about tips on how to start your own manga collection. I keep seeing a lot of videos out there on the YouTube of people saying how to start your own manga collection, stuff like that. So I decided to give my tips. For starters, one, make sure you have the room, because manga is going to take up room, especially if you have a long-running series. So make sure you have the room to store your manga. Unless you are reading digitally through like Comixology or of the Viz app and things like that. Never read illegal scans. Those are the worst. I hate scanlations. So yeah, room, because that's a big factor. Where are you going to store this manga, you know? Two, I would say budget. Budget your manga. Like, budget your manga costs. Set out a budget, of how many books you're going to buy a month. That's what I do. I always subscribe to the publisher's newsletters, and they send me emails of things that are going to come out that month. And so I can have something to look forward to and save up to buy the manga, because I don't always have the money to buy a manga every month, because it can get a little pricey sometimes. And then another thing I would say would be, don't hesitate to look for deals, because normally a manga will cost, let's see, how much is this one? This one was $12.99. Usually Viz titles will go for 10, some will go for 13 depending on the volume size. And but you can also find deals out there. Amazon has some deals sometimes. Sometimes your local bookstores will have deals, like Barnes & Noble will have the buy two get one free type of thing. But my favorite is writestuff.com. I love buying my manga from there because it's usually cheaper. Like, this volume right here is normally like $12.99. I got it for $9, so I saved a little bit. I got My Hero, I believe it was like $7, and it's normally a $10.99 price. And I would also say, price is a big factor. Like, getting deals is a big factor. Because some of us don't always have the money to buy manga all the time, because it does get expensive. Like, these right here, these were like $30 a pop. But I got these, luckily I had coupons from my local Barnes & Noble. I ended up getting them for cheaper. I think they're around like $22 a piece after I paid for them. So, it can be a little pricey. Two, figure out what you want to buy. Like, do you want to read stuff that you haven't watched yet in anime form? Or do you want to, watch things or read things that you have watched? Say, like, if you watched Naruto, do you want to read Naruto? Or if you watched My Hero Academia, do you want to read it? That's another thing. Like, what kind of genres are you into? Figure that out. Another thing, you don't have to hurry and buy 500 plus volumes of manga. Take your time, with collecting manga. It's not a race. It really isn't. I know people like to show off their collections and stuff. I am one of them. But I don't have the biggest collection. I don't want to have to move all this when I move again, so I collect things really slowly. I'm very picky about getting new manga sometimes, and I drop manga too. Like, I collected volumes 1 through, I believe, like 12 of One Punch Man, and I got bored of it, sad to say, and I just gave it away to a friend. It didn't not entertaining me, so I gave it away. So yeah, don't rush into buying 100 plus manga. A couple manga a month, if you can afford it, is okay, I would say, in my opinion. Don't rush out. But know what you want to buy for that said month. Set money aside. Another thing I would say is be a little adventurous in your manga choices sometimes. I have, I stuck to normally before the action stuff and like the harem stuff and stuff like that. But I stepped out of my comfort zone at some points and I grew to really like some manga. Like, here, let's move this out of the way. I really not a fan of fantasy mangas, like, or fantasy anime in general. It's just not my cup of tea. But I fell in love with Goblin Slayer because I gave it a shot. It's not in my wheelhouse. Do I like paying $13 for it all the time? No, not all the time. But when I can find a good deal on it, I pick it up. I'll usually buy it from Right Stuff. You can always also find manga at your local resale store, like a Half Price Books or a Secondhand Charles or a Second Spin. Is that a retail store or is that only DVD? I don't know. I don't think they sell books. I think they just sell DVDs and CDs and stuff like that. Never mind. Take Second Spin out of the equation. Be adventurous. I never thought I would love. Sorry. Sorry if I butcher this. Mushuko Tensei. Mashuki Tensei? Jobless Reincarnation. I never thought I would enjoy this, but I picked it up on a whim at a Books A Million. They were doing a buy two get one free, and I picked this up, and I fell in love with this series. So, I mean, I don't know what else I can say about, like, tip-wise for manga collecting. Just take your time. Make sure you have the space. Make sure you read your manga. Don't just buy manga for the sake of buying it. I did that when I first started collecting manga because I wanted a big manga collection, but then I was like, where am I going to store all this manga? Like, it's ridiculous. If I don't like a manga and I pick it up and I read it, I'm not going to pick up the second volume. I'll give it away or put it in a pile to resell to my local Half Price Books. But yeah, don't hesitate to check out. Viz has they put chapters on their app and website for free. I believe for their Shonen Jump stuff and their Shoujo stuff and their signature line stuff. And I believe even Comixology might let you preview manga for free to buy. Like, they might let you preview like the first couple pages and whatnot to check out. It doesn't also hurt to check out, Viz has a subscription to, like, I think it's like $25 a year to read manga, but you have to read it within the week it comes out. But, digital is not a bad way to go as well. But if you want physical manga, look for your deals. My favorite place is Half Price. Half Price Books is really good for older manga. If you want to look for older manga, check out a Half Price Books or a Secondhand Charles. But my favorite place to buy manga, because I get it cheaper than the retail price, is rightstuff.com, and I'll put a link in the description below for that. Anyways, just if you're looking to collect manga, I hope you take my advice. Go slow. It's not a race. Nobody is looking for the next big giant manga collection. Take your time. Enjoy what you read. That is a big thing. Do not buy something that you grow to hate, because sometimes these mangas, as they go on, especially the long running ones, some people start to lose interest. I know I have with some. So, yeah. I hope this helps people have fun reading, because manga is a wonderful thing. I know it can be pricey, but give it a shot, because there are a lot of new readers out there. And then the tip, you don't always have to go on people's suggestions. That is one thing. People will be like, oh, yes, read this. It is the best thing ever. It is probably the best thing ever for that person. It might not be your cup of tea, So you don't always have to take people's suggestions. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But if you want to feel adventurous, step outside your comfort zone and read something that you think you would not enjoy. Like, I never thought I would enjoy In Silent Voice, but I did. I never thought I would enjoy a slice of life book about freaking centaurs and monsters. So, that is my advice for people wanting to start a manga collection. Good. I wish you the best of luck. Take it easy, and if you like this video, check out my other videos. Because I'm new to this whole YouTube thing, and it's a hobby for me. It's not a job. It's just my hobby. And I really enjoy making videos about the manga and anime scene, especially older things, like older titles, like older anime titles. I'm new to manga collecting myself. I've only been collecting for 2 years. And I've accumulated a manga collection. It used to be bigger, and I got rid of some stuff. And I wasn't afraid to get rid of stuff. The world did not end when I got rid of some manga. You can always buy it again. And usually you can buy it in a better form, like a better format. Or like a deluxe edition or something like that. Or a really nice box set. So I hope this has helped my fellow manga collectors. I wish you the best of luck. If you're reading any manga right now, tell me what you're reading, because I am open to suggestions. I need some new manga to check out. I'm running out of manga to read because I'm very selective of what manga I want to get physically, but I'm not very selective when it comes to reading my manga digitally through my Comixology app, which is pretty cool. I enjoy it. So this has been Mike. I hope these tips have been very helpful to you. Catch you on the flip side. Peace out.